Ahead of Missouri opening up eligibility, over 1.8 million Missourians have gotten at least one dose of the shot.
And in Kansas, over 931,000 people have done the same. With the shot now available to so many people, county health departments are working to make sure our vulnerable populations don't get overlooked.
The 41 Action News reporter Dan Cohen is breaking down some new data, and he talked to Kansas City Health Department. So, Dan, what did they tell you about getting those vulnerable populations vaccinated?
It's a critical need, Ray and Lindsay, and it's the second most populous county in the state. Jackson County faces that daunting task of getting everyone vaccinated, but new data suggests officials may need to do a better job focusing on the most vulnerable communities. Here's a map to visualize this for you. The white dots represent so-called high-throughput hospitals, or hospitals that can give out a large number of vaccines in a short amount of time. The black dot represents the one mass vaccination event the county has held at Arrowhead Stadium. You'll notice none of those dots, are in the darkest red area of the county. That dark red area is where the most vulnerable populations are, based on factors like high poverty level, high percentage of minority populations, and a high number of people with at least one comorbidity. And there's another consideration: staying ahead of COVID-19 variants.
Not everybody's talking about it quite this way, but we really need to understand we don't have one pandemic right now. We have several pandemics. Each of these variants is creating, in many cases, its own pandemic. And each one of those has different characteristics. Some of them are more contagious, but not any more lethal. A few of them that fortunately aren't extremely more contagious, maybe slightly, may have some level of resistance, at least theoretically, to the vaccine.
A lot of considerations right now, with eligibility expanding today and variants posing a threat to keeping case numbers down. Health leaders say that vaccination rates must stay high. Ray and Lindsay, nationally right now, the United States is averaging about 3 million vaccinations per day.
Wow. And Dan, when is the state hosting its next mass vaccination event in our region?
That comes tomorrow at Grandview High School, Ray, and that's the next one for Region A. Next Wednesday and Thursday at Lee Summit's Legacy Park. That will be the next Region A mass vaccination event. And again, it's important to remember that this is a coordinated effort between states, the state of Missouri, the National Guard helping with these mass vaccination events, and local health departments as well. And let's also not forget, at the end of April, the second mass vaccination event happening in Arrowhead Stadium. The first one saw about 8,000 people receive the Johnson & Johnson vaccine.
A lot of collaboration for these events to go on. Dan, thank you very much.